Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Surviving Mars. Below and beyond, we are in New Ulm. We have another dome that is getting built up, and I forgot to name it 1 second. And it's going to be Silverneste, or however you're supposed to say that. Fantastic name for a dome, by the way. So once we have some new colonists arrive, I think we go ahead and turn this sucker on, and we'll go ahead and start setting up a whole new range of production, as well as some additional research, which will be lovely. The dust storm should be ending in just a few hours. Looks like we got through that without too much problem. Fusion reactor, you know, we're doing all right. We're producing lots and lots of power at the moment, so I think we're going to be okay there. If we ever need to turn on some extra jobs, we will certainly be able to. I am tempted to turn on a few extra greenhouse gas factories and just start deliberately polluting the environment with the hope that I'll be able to increase the temperature a lot faster here. Because, you know, as I've said, terraforming is an extremely slow process, and it's meant to be that way, and I think that's I think that's completely fair. But it would be nice if I could go just a little bit faster by expending some extra resources, because I am a very generous sort. Also very open-handed with my resources, apparently, or something. I don't know. It would just be nice. I'm going to place down another drone hub in this general vicinity. There's a couple more concrete deposits not too far away. I'd like to have access to some more concrete, since apparently we have a bit of a bug as far as the placement of some other concrete extractors. So, yeah, let's try to get away from that nonsense. Let's not forget that when we do have enough population in this medium dome, I also want to be going for some extra underground rare metals, of which we have 2 very good deposits. Fan-flippin-tastic deposits. Will last me for a good long while. Unfortunately, we don't have very many applicants to try to go to Mars, but the interest on Earth seems to have dried on up. So, can't do much of anything over there for at least a while, but oh well. Ah! Leak detected somewhere else, just a bit more power, more lightning strikes, blah, 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 and dust storm goes away as of right about now. No more leaks, thank God. All right, my power is going to start shifting quite a lot. Turns out right now I don't think we need this fusion reactor at all, so we'll go ahead and temporarily turn that off. A triple electric scrubber in this area would easily pay for itself, because the fusion reactor takes electronics in order to keep active, and spending electronics keeping one building maintained is a lot easier than keeping everything else maintained, so that's fun. By the way, we did find out that these fuel refineries, if they only have like a couple hexes making contact with a triple electric scrubber, not enough to keep this maintenance down, so this is actually going to still need to get maintained all the time. Which is irritating, but whatever, it's not that big a deal. We have plenty of machine parts, am I right? Okay, now we're draining power very fast. Hey, planetary anomalies. Good lord, we haven't had any of these for a while. All right, send some engineers to get some new techs. That's useless to me. Send drones to get new techs. That's useless to me. Resources with an RC transport. Okay. I mean, we could at least do Project Armstrong, I guess, but we don't need to unlock new techs. Breakthroughs? Sure. The new techs when we've already discovered every tech that could be a thing? Useless. Absolutely useless. Let's go ahead and turn on Silverneste. And this rocket is almost here with another 22 passengers. I want to set up probably another landing pad in this general vicinity. Because, one, we'll have a good export spot for some extra rare metals. Also, I want to make sure that the new people go to the new dome rather than to the existing ones. As far as housing is concerned, let's go ahead and make sure that berths are forbidden whenever we do eventually get to full, which shouldn't be for at least a bit longer, but we only got 3 housing slots left in the entire network. So we do want to limit the amount of berths at least a little bit. How are we doing as far as our Martian University? Still graduating more people. Good lord. What do we need? Mostly engineers and scientists. Fair enough. It's because engineers work at the fusion reactor. And yeah, actually, we're not making enough power after all. All right, let's go ahead and turn this on. I don't think we need too many jobs over here. Just a little bit generates quite a bit more power. We're up to 86 all of a sudden. And yeah, there we go. All right. Power is no problem for me right now. Let's see if we can set up some more of these greenhouse gas factories, huh? This is something I'm really banking heavily upon, and I think I stand by it. Go ahead and set up another one right over there, I guess. Sure, why not? Get everything nice and connected, set up a triple electric scrubber that saves me machine parts and electronics. It'll be perfect. Very well worth it for me. And I'm going to be placing those scrubbers in several places, I think. Anywhere I think I can get a lot of good value out of them. So this drone hub, it has resources over here, but no one to work it. That's fine. We'll send a single seeker. And hey, look at that. We have passengers ready to go and say hello to their new homes. Excelente. Everyone go to work. The only thing to do here is to work in polymers and to work in the Martian University, the Hawking Institute, sorry. Oh, let's amplify this, of course, by the way. I want to reduce the number of people who can work here, though. I want to split this up a little bit and make sure that people are prioritizing some stuff like polymers, but also getting the basic jobs done, too. I actually don't think we need the security station yet. We will soon enough. This should all be looking pretty good to go. Okay. Let's go ahead and open up a couple more jobs if needed, and yeah. All right. So, if we had engineers, this would obviously be a lot better, but we're going to start increasing our polymer production by a fair bit. We do need to make sure we place down a new depot for some fuel nearby, but that's one good thing about placing down this rocket pad. It just makes sense. We'll place some over here anyway. Let's say 40 or so. Should be fine. Good lord, we are just getting through that power so fast all of a sudden. It's enough. Like, we're fine, but still. Carbonate processors are done. Now, those are power-hungry as heck. Those are really power-hungry buildings. So, yeah, it's a good thing we're going to have some fusion reactors available to get me a little bit of extra power. Which, by the way, we're still not getting quite enough for comfort at this point. Now that we have the other things online, it turns out. Setting up some extra wind turbines or something wouldn't be a horrible plan. I think we could do something like this, and there's a triple electric scrubber that goes right in the middle. That would work nicely. Yeah. Yeah, I think we will do something like that. Place one triple electric scrubber, like, right over here or something. Could actually change up the piping and maybe make this a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Having some extra consistent power that doesn't require maintenance, or basically no maintenance, that also works during the night, so I am draining less at night, but also making more during the day, kind of works well for me. Also sets us up nicely for when we do eventually have another dust storm. Greenhouse gas factories are working. Good lord, why? The colony is great. I don't know what you're all complaining about. Our comfort rating should be great. Mega storage is done. Excellent. Paradox no longer wants to trade with me. That's fine. Water tanks. That is a real big water tank. Go ahead and place one right over there. And maybe a really large oxygen storage tank. Boom. And these guys are going to have, like, no maintenance as well, which is great. We will have to worry about more subsurface heaters at some point. Let's not forget about that. That's right over here. We'll need to place that, let's say, right here. That'll easily be in range of everything I care about without getting too big. What are we working on next? Triple electric scrubbing, finally. Okay, so we're going to work on that. What else do we want? Well, we could reduce the number of workers necessary at the fusion reactor. And that just means I'll be able to make more power consistently without taking up as many jobs. Could also increase the number of shuttles a little bit. Sure, we could also work on getting more network nodes set up. I'd like to go ahead and get the magnetic filtering, because I think we're going to need more oxygen production fairly soon. Let's see. We will need to get lake crafting as well as lake vaporators. Now, these aren't urgent, but let's just go ahead and have them in the queue. Because once we get that temperature up, and I don't remember what temperature it takes to get melted water. It might be like 25. I hope it's not 50%. That's what I'm afraid of. But either way, I want to be able to just go ahead and start crafting out some lakes immediately. And the good thing about having this RC dozer is we'll be able to do that pretty quick, too. I think we'll carve out some lakes in no time flat. It'll be fantastic. Only got 14 jobs currently available. Okay. No one is working in the security station for some reason. Okay, we're setting up some additional power. Let's go ahead and make sure we place down some polymer blades. Of course, this is using up more of my oh-so-valuable polymers, but that's okay. We're going to want scientists and engineers over here currently. Eventually, we're going to want some geologists as well. I'm going to allow some rare metals to get loaded up on the Sirocco over here, because I do think that we can afford to send some back to Earth and get some money, which I'll use for outsourcing and or buying some more stuff in a pinch. Maybe polymers, I don't know, haven't really decided. Let's actually also set up a resource depot specifically for that, and it just makes sense to place one over here anyway, simply because we have 2 resource deposits in this area. I will place down a rare metals extractor. I'd like to keep it... I would have loved to keep it out of the range so the dust doesn't get on the dome, but that seems unavoidable, so oh well. Just go ahead and place it on pretty much directly. There we go. And, oh, look at this! A drone hub is done with no power for some reason. Hang on. There we go. Expand that out just a smidge, and now we have drones again. Yay! All right, secret goes somewhere else. So with this taken care of, now I actually do have access to some additional concrete extraction sites. Go ahead and place down 2, I guess. With, of course, some additional power. And same over here. There we go. Shuttle transportation stuff. Yes, understood. I would love to build more of those. Can't at the moment, but thank you. Actually, did we research that yet? We might have already done that. No, we have not. All right, shuttle hubs is something I want to do. It just helps so much with logistics. It really does. I want more of them. I want more of all of them. How are we doing with things like the Polymer Factory over here? Still producing a pretty good amount per soul. Rare metals extractor still never seems to get a lot of jobs. Triple electric scrubbing is done. Means we can place down some more over here. I wanted to have one off in this general vicinity. Now, if I place it over here, we could increase its radius, and that would actually be pretty helpful. Place it over here. I want to make sure we leave space for a metal mine if I want. I'd have to really increase the range by a lot here, but I think right here could work. All right, place one down over there. And then we're going to place another one. First, hang on, we're going to get rid of this unnecessary piping. Then we're going to place one right along over here. Okay. That should be fantastic. Keep my maintenance requirements down pretty low for the cost of a little bit of power, which at this point is no big deal. We have a rocket, which I guess I was actually going to do for planetary anomalies, wasn't I? But maybe we don't need to do that. Hang on. Unload all the rare metals. I changed my mind. Unload them. I'm sorry. Unload, unload. Get all those rare metals out of here. I'm sorry. We want to make sure that we grab the planetary anomaly for resources rather than let the AI take it. We still have this RC Safari, and I really don't even know why I have that. It was for a planetary anomaly at some point, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Where are all the drones over here? So they're not saying they refuse to work on the concrete extractors. They're just very slow. Magnetic filtering is done. Good. So right now we're good on our oxygen, but let's go ahead and get at least one of these guys upgraded. With a few polymers, 50% extra production, 2 moxies will keep this entire base set for a good long while. Huge amounts of oxygen and water storage all of a sudden. That's usually pretty good. Almost done getting the rare metals out of here, and there it is. Okay, experimental rocket. I will worry about that later, thank you very much. Let's go for Project Armstrong and do this now. Whoosh. All right, what's this? New rocket engine has been developed by our sponsor. It's been offered in dubious honor of testing the first prototype. I recall this blows up, so I'm going to say no. I'm pretty sure anyway. I think it always blows up. It's just not... I don't see a point. It's just not worth it to me. Okay, so let's see. The Martian University needs to always be a high priority to make sure every time we have some non-specialized, they are coming here to get educated. Still need a lot more scientists, geologists, engineers. We need everything. We need a lot of everything still. I got 20-something extra jobs. Question, how many applicants do we have back on Earth? 7. It's slowly regenerating, but when I say slowly, I mean slowly. Idle extractor. We have finished with this water deposit. Now that's unfortunate. We knew it was going to happen soon, but I'm sad to see it go nonetheless. I guess we can keep this pipe over here. Get rid of that. There you go. All right, so this extractor's gone. We need to find deep... Meteor storm on the way. We need to find deep deposits. That's something we should research for sure. What is it? This one? Deep scanning? Yes. Okay, as soon as we're done with fusion auto-regulation, let's go ahead and do that. I need to discover deep deposits and see what else the dredgers were hunting. They were getting a lot of resources that I couldn't even see. I didn't even know how they were hurting me. I just knew that they were. Hey, look. Concrete extractors are up and running. What did I just turn off over here by accident? Machine parts. No, we want that. We don't necessarily need polymers, but I guess we'll allow it. Electronics and stuff, sure. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we have our concrete extractors up and running. This is good. So now we are going to be fine on our concrete production for the foreseeable future. Make sure we have plenty of storage for all this nonsense. We do want to start working on the carbonate processing. Now, this is a very big, ugly thing to work on. What do you mean it's blocking objects? I guess this seeker? Hang on. What's in range of this? So if I increase your radius a bit, this is the most we can get. My question, can I place you in range? It appears... No, I don't think. Let me check. It's got a little overlap, but I kind of doubt it. These things are expensive, too. That's the other thing that sucks about them. Well, all right. We don't need to be draining this much power, so we're going to go ahead and pull back on you a bit. There we go. That covers everything in that general vicinity. What about this one? You need to increase. We don't actually hit everything I wanted. All right, that's fine. We're going to set up another scrubber in this area, but let's also set up our carbonate processor. And this is just going to be my terraforming corner for a while, I think. Seems expensive as heck, drains a lot of power. And I mean a lot of power. If we place one over here, this covers everything I care about. There we go. But we'll be able to start finally generating a bit of atmosphere. Not a lot of atmosphere, just a little bit. And having an atmosphere would prevent meteor storms from being a thing anymore because obviously the meteors would burn up on impact, which is great. These Hawking Institutes don't need quite as many people working over here, as nice as it is to have the extra science. I want to make sure everyone else is working the more important jobs, things like the polymers and stuff. How much are we producing at this point? 25 at a consumption of 8, so we're very much on top of that. Electronics looking pretty good. Fuel could use a bit of work. Could definitely use a bit more fuel. Let's go to production and set up more fuel refineries, I think. Or this stupid hill is going to be in my way. Of course it is. We can place one here. And one here. It's fine. Just go ahead and start producing more, dang it. Of course, that does require more water, so it would make a little bit of sense to get myself some extra moisture vaporators. And now that I actually have drone hubs in these areas that can maintain these things, it's not a horrible idea to just go ahead and place some of these along the network like so. I don't think we need 3. Go ahead and turn these off for now. We're doing good on water. Now, the thing is, I want to have full water storage before the next big dust storm hits. Oh, another thing I forgot that I wanted to do, place down a farm. And this is partly for the extra comfort, though I will say the comfort in this area is still looking really good as is. Like, it's going way up there. People are very happy in this dome right now. Very, very happy. Regardless, let's go ahead and get the farm. I want an automation upgrade. I need cover crops, followed by apples, followed by corn. There you go. Whoops. I don't know why I did this. Clicked on the wrong thing entirely. Okay. The doinkus. Let's go ahead and have you guys go back over here. A few more souls. We need to get ourselves another laser to defend ourselves. We'll just go ahead and place one over here, I guess. Sure. In the event that the dome is under threat. Silverneste must survive. It's crucial. Okay, we're actually draining some water right now. Fair bit of water, actually. Thank you, Mr. Fuel Refineries. I guess we don't actually have a pipe connection. I thought we did. Of course. It's because of the dang hill. Again. Yeah, we need more water. Alright, I am glad that we're working on this, then. Turn them on. Let's go ahead and build up the moisture vaporators. I need more water. I need lots and lots of water. Hate to be reliant on these things for the next dust storm, but if you have a large enough stockpile, who cares, right? At least that's my philosophy on the matter. Okay, you are waiting for a payload, an RC transport. Okay, hang on. Stop doing what you're doing. Come over here. And unload resources at... Oh, wait, I don't even have... Hang on. I think that these things are in use, and as a result, it's thinking that we can't actually do anything. You are going to unload your resources right here. No fuel. There we go. Fusion auto-regulation is done. That means we get more power now per job if we get this thing upgraded, which is fine. It only costs a little bit of polymers. Polymers are a very valuable resource. What can I say? You use a lot of them at some point. We also are using up a lot of concrete, I've noticed. Good lord. Yeah, this is starting to go to a lot of places, but that's what happens when you have a carbonate processor take up like 160 of it. How many drones are working over here to keep this thing going, too? Good lord. Why, by the way, is waste rock something that you can turn into atmosphere? How does that work? Does anyone know? I don't know. All right, so this is now active. We shouldn't have any issues as far as maintenance anytime soon. Deep scanning is done. Guess what that means? Yes, we get to rescan the entire planet. But it's fine. Lake crafting is now on the way. Anything else we want to work on that we think is more important? Water reclamation is tempting. More network nodes? Maybe. Shuttle cargo capacity could be a thing. Could also start working on wonders like the Project Mohole, at which point we just have no issues with resources for like the rest of the game. But I think that's a little bit unnecessary. It's too good. Amplify upgrade, more power consumption. That could be good. 40,000 science, jeez. 100 tourists. We could go hard on tourism for a bit. Well, I do know that I want more shuttle hubs. We'll go ahead and prioritize that for now. Fueled extractor, if we provide fuel, that could be a thing, but I don't see the need to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and increase the shuttle speed so we can reduce the workload there a little bit. And I might want to get a medical center. I mean, I don't need it. What would I benefit from having a... How would I benefit from having a micro gravity medicine? Just more capacity, I think, and it's more effective. It's still a fine thing to get. All right, yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, and let's just go ahead and outsource for a bit of extra science. Might as well. Now we're making 7,000 science per soul again. So it's only going to take me a couple of souls to get some of these techs. Found another planetary anomaly, analyzed, and we got our 34 rare metals. Alrighty, so these guys are on the way back, and we're going to get a whole bunch of new rare metals that I can send back to Earth if I want to. Which I may or may not, but it's a thing we could do, and it's nice to have options, isn't it? All right, so concrete is getting delivered over here. We're making some pretty good progress there. I'm surprised our electricity is looking so bad. I guess I shouldn't be. It's this thing. Oh, no one's working at the fusion reactor because when I took away the 2 jobs, it actually fired everybody. There, that solves the problem. Why are you guys so silly? Why indeed? Why are you so silly? Do we have all of our polymer upgrades on these? We do indeed. Okay. Can we get another wind turbine to fit in here? The answer is yup. And it's going to have no maintenance, which is great. I love having no maintenance on buildings. It is so nice. Oh, we can turn off the subsurface heater for now, by the way. No reason to have that. That'll save me a fair bit of power in and of itself. Okay, how are we looking back on Earth? Only 11 applicants. It's not a lot. Go ahead and bring this back, I guess. 34 rare metals. How are we looking at the electronics factory? We're producing a pretty good amount. I feel like we could be producing a lot more than this. If I turn on some night shifts, we certainly would be. We are draining 3 rare metals consumption. We are making 12. Electronics is quickly becoming my weak point again. Yeah, we're not making enough electronics. Everything else is looking kind of okay. We're still making no metals, but it hasn't mattered up to this point. Food is fine, too. Yeah, it's electronics. So we're going to go ahead and activate a couple more jobs over there. Martian aerodynamics are done, so the shuttles now move really fast. Speedy boys. Whoa, Meteor. Oh, it's over here. Who cares? That's far away. That's not a problem. We don't care. Shush. Also, let's place a concrete depot over here in range of some of the other drone hubs in case they so desire them. 236 more red metals down here. This deposit will last for at least a little bit longer. Goal completed. What? We got a goal? I've got 50 Martian-born scientists. And now I get a new rocket. Well, that's exciting. Goody. One more of these milestones down. Alrighty. You are allowed to get some more rare metals, and we'll send those back to Earth for a bit of cash. Cover crops, still progressing nicely. I'll go ahead and turn you guys on to overdrive because I feel like I might as well. And I really could use some more people. More people to work all these jobs, you know? Why are there children here? There shouldn't be children here. Whatever, there's children here. It's fine. Let's go ahead and place down a school. It's not like I don't have some building slots available anyway. I mean, I could fill in with more stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, I can find uses for these building slots. But all right, fine. We'll just go ahead and have some children. All right, meteor storms are here. I always click on this, hoping it's going to show me where the meteors are going to be, but it just doesn't. All right, meteors are down off in this direction, which means 0 threat to me. Who cares? If it's not hitting me, then it ain't my problem. That is the philosophy. Let's go ahead and turn on the Recon Center. It is time to start scanning for some new asteroids. CO2 jet propulsion. That means we can have more shuttle hubs. Which probably honestly need to get placed next to my power or my fuel still. More than anything. Placement sort of sucks over here, but I'll work with it. And let's place down a small fuel depot. Don't need a lot, just a little bit, so we can keep these shuttles up and running. New anomalies. Oh, look at all of this. The meteors bring gifts. See, I like meteor storms. These are fine. I don't mind that. That's great. Sector scan. We found a whole load of deep metals. Well, if only I had a practical use for that, right? 46 people living in this dome right now. This one's almost full, definitely full. This one's full. Yeah, we're actually filling out our housing pretty nicely. We have only capacity left here in Silverneste. So pretty much all of our children are getting born and moved over there. That's interesting. Something I'm going to do. If you're a senior... all right, we already kicked all the seniors out. I was trying to make room for kids to go and work in these schools, but you know what? I guess they're fine. Transportation problem, no fuel. Not yet. You guys haven't delivered any fuel. Gosh, you guys are complaining before this is even really a problem. Forget this. We want workaholic. And we want... what? Nerd is okay. Compose is fine. Hippie. We've already got survivor. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any problems with health. So I think we get rid of survivor and replace that with, let's say, hippie. Just have extra comfort rating come in. Oh, also turn on some extra shifts. We got plenty of children apparently now. How many children we have? 33! Oh, Lord. People really have been pumping out all the babbies. That's great. We're now working more on lake crafting again. Okay, anything else that's a higher priority? Extractors, arcology? No. Plasma cutters. What about, like, the hanging gardens? That's a really good way to get some extra comfort. There it is. It's going to cost me 20,000 science, but that's only a few souls. Could also go for water conservation, finally. Yay, let's go for both of these. This just makes me so much better. And then after that, maybe we want to go ahead and do the prefab refab? We don't need it right now. And the reason we don't need it right now is because I still have at least one more automatic extractor for the next asteroid, but after that, we're going to wish that we had this. Actually, you know what? It would be nice to have this. Never mind, what am I talking about? Yeah, we want prefab refab. I want to be able to turn buildings into prefabs. It'll be nice. It's helpful. It's a good thing to do. It makes you feel special. Mwah. Why is my water still terrible? New galaxy discovered. We get 1,000 science. That is one of the things that can happen over at your Recon Center. If they don't discover an asteroid, sometimes they discover other things, and you find you just get some freebies in science. Which is great. We have, like, no dumping sites. Let's fix that. I need a waste rock to be delivered over here. We have some over in this area. What I could do is use, let's say, my dozer to start flattening out this area and just get me a few hundred extra rocks. No, it's only going to get me 12? That's like nothing. All right, tell you what, we'll go for like 25 over here. Dozer, get to work. We're just generating waste rock. Of course, another way to do that, just start working on the underground metals. Have people go and work these jobs. That could also do the thing, but whatever. So maintenance-wise, yeah, this is looking pretty good. We're set, dude. We're in a good spot. Really good spot. The colony seems to now finally be reaching self-sufficiency. I knew that once we got science going through consistently, we would be okay. And sure enough, that's exactly what ended up happening. The second we got our science under control, we were going to start getting our footholding. I'm going to now turn you to work on auto. And yes, this is going to fill up with a bunch of people again, but now we can start getting rid of other traits. And I feel like we might as well. I want people to be better in general. Oh, we can amplify the network node. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. That'll get me even more science. More science is better science, right? Yeah. How much water do we consume here? Not much. I was just wondering if it would make sense to place down like a water reclamation plant anywhere or something. Consume a little water in some of these places, but honestly, it's just not that important. Another anomaly discovered. Oh, it's a different kind, though. It's not from a meteor. Cool. Where are you going? He's going to go work on those. That's fine. That's fine. How are we doing in the underground? The question we always find ourselves asking. Well, there appears to be a bunch of rocks in the way. We seem to have rock problems. Where's this guy going? He's just going around and working on some other little jobs that I set up in between videos. Looks like we actually might be able to get around to different places now. You can place down triboelectric scrubbers underground. That's exciting. Can't really see what's going on over here. But we're finding more stuff. There's a whole bunch of networks over here that we haven't touched yet. I really don't feel like we need to go too much further than this, though. So what is it going to take to build up the bottomless pit lab thing? Great question. It's under wonders, right? Yes, that's it. 150 exotic minerals with a maintenance of 4? Dear God! And it only works if you have people working, so you have to place a small dome in this area. Oh, good Lord. All right, we may or may not actually want to get that. That is a huge freaking investment. Huge investment to make that worthwhile. Good Lord. I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that very much, but maybe that's just my laziness kicking in. We'll see. How are we doing on power and stuff? Fine. I'm going to go ahead and accept a couple more jobs over here at the fusion reactor, which just lets me get even more. We are almost 15% of the way through the temperature, and we found an asteroid. I'm going to spend some electronics. No, I'm not. We're just going to plan a visit, but I don't need to worry about it too much. Does have exotic minerals, water, no rare metals. But lots of exotic minerals is a good thing. So, I'm going to want to go here. One thing I could consider doing is bringing the materials necessary to manufacture my own fuel so I can save a bit on weight. My question is, why bother? This thing only takes 15 fuel in the first place. That's not a lot of cargo space. Yeah, well, we're obviously going to go to that asteroid next time, get a load more exotic minerals, and see how that's going to work. For now, though, I'm going to say goodbye to you all, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.